Hello friends, welcome to yet another fascinating video of Wisdom Zone. This is your bro, and friends, I'm quite sure you have already guessed it from the thumbnail that in today's video you're gonna get some very useful idioms. So it is my earnest request to all of you, please watch this video carefully to learn all the useful idioms I'm gonna discuss today. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait, immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So friends, welcome back once again to this fascinating session on very useful idioms. And as I have promised, in today's video I am going to give you some extremely useful idioms in English. So without further ado, let's get started with today's useful idioms. So friends, the first useful idiom I am going to discuss is on your screen, that is go with the flow. Very important one. Let me repeat, it's go with the flow. It means to do or accept what other people are doing. So that's called to go with the flow. When you don't have your own opinion and you tend to accept what other people are doing or saying, you accept that. That's called to go with the flow. So as you see, the example is on your screen. Sometimes we have to go with the flow. That is obvious that sometimes in life we have to go with the flow. We have to accept what other people are doing or saying, and you have to follow without thinking or without forcing our opinion. Up next you will see the next one, that is go against the flow, which is just the opposite of the previous one, that is go with the flow. Go against the flow means to do or say the opposite of what most people are doing or saying. So I'm quite sure it's clear. That means you don't listen to others, you just say or do the opposite what most people are doing or saying. So as you see the example, Sam never listens to his colleagues as he likes to go against the flow. That means he does the opposite. He never listens to his colleagues and he does the opposite thing that they say. So that's why this idiom is used, as he likes to go against the flow. Up next we will dive into the next one, that is hold your horses. Very interesting one, isn't that? Let me repeat, hold your horses. Very useful idiom. It is said to tell someone to wait, slow down, or stop for a moment. Often when you think that they are going to do something silly, when someone is doing something in a hasty way or doing something in a rush, that time you say hold your horses, so that the person can slow down and think carefully for a moment. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So let me show you how to use it. Just hold your horses, Tom. Let me think about this for a moment. That means I'm asking Tom to just wait and slow down. So I'm quite sure it's clear. Maybe he was trying to do something very quickly. So I asked him to just pause a bit and slow down and let me think about it for a moment. So I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we'll dive into the next one, that is mind your tongue, or you can say mind your language also. It is a very classical idiom. It means to tell someone to speak or behave properly, politely. You must have heard this, mind your language. You can use mind your tongue also. The meaning is same. That means when you ask someone to behave properly and politely, hear some rude words or rude language from someone, so then you ask that person to mind his or her language. That means you ask that person to speak properly. As you see the example, you mind your language, young man, or else you will be sacked from this company. So like this way you can caution someone, you can warn someone if you see or someone is misbehaving or someone is speaking rudely or using obscene language and impolite language. You can warn that person by saying please mind your language. Up next we will dive into the next one, that is have a heart. Have a heart is a very useful idiom. It means to ask someone to be kinder. So that time you use this idiom and say have a heart. So as you see the example, have a heart, please don't ask me to go out in the cold again. So that means by using this idiom I'm asking someone to be kinder and behave in a kind manner. Up next we will dive into the next one, that is have a heart of gold. Again it is another idiom using heart. So have a heart of gold means to be extremely kind and helpful. If someone is very kind and helpful, extremely kind and helpful, we say that he has a heart of gold. So as you see the example, my boss has a heart of gold. That means he is extremely kind and helpful perhaps. That's why this idiom is used to describe him. Up next, we will dive into the next one, that is have a heart of stone. Just opposite of previous one, that is have a heart of gold. You have understood have a heart of stone means to be cruel without any sympathy. So let me show you how to use it. So as you see the example, my landlord has a heart of stone. That means he is quite cruel. He doesn't have any sympathy perhaps. I'm quite sure it's clear. Maybe he doesn't spare whenever I'm late to pay rent. So that's why I'm using this idiom that he has a heart of stone. So friends, up next we'll dive into the last one for today, that is hats off to someone. Let me repeat, it's hats off to someone. It is used to praise or to give credit to someone. So when you want to praise someone or want to give credit to someone, that time you say that hats off to so and so, hats off to Sam for his performance. So as you see the example, hats off to all of them for helping the needy. That means I'm praising all of them for helping the poor people. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So friends, today you got some extremely useful idioms. Please go through all the examples and make sentences and comment below. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait, immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So stay tuned for further informative videos, friends, and please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.